McDonald from the Bowling Green Daily News. I guess this is for both coaches, whoever wants to go first. But I guess how has it been just being back, having the team on campus, being able to practice and get ready for competition now that you guys have the schedules released?
Yeah, I guess I'll start. It's been really good. It's been a long time since last March when we got back from Auburn. And I said this the other day. I love my job. I consider myself extremely lucky to get to wake up and come to Diddle Arena and really do what I love. But this break, oddly enough, has given me even more appreciation for something that I do love so much. And it was awesome to be able to be back out there. I guess it was 2 Thursdays ago and watch my guys literally hit the first golf shots that I've seen them hit since March. It's been way too long. And not only that, I would say it's been really nice this past week seeing campus alive and students everywhere. Finally feeling like we've got some normalcy.
My question. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah, no, I'm just going to echo what Coach Metz said. I mean, it's a privilege to get to do this, and I'm so excited that we're going to be able to tee it up this fall. I'm thankful that Todd Stewart and the administration and our conference kind of fought for us to have this opportunity to play, because there may only be, 50 teams or so that are going to have the opportunity to play this fall. So I think that's really going to give us a leg up in the spring, because we're going to have those tournament reps and be able to have more important practices and more motivation. I feel like it's tough to motivate the players on the team if there's no tournaments really to come up on the horizon. So I'm like Coach Metz. I'm just excited to see life on campus and have everybody back.
And my question is for both coaches. I just want to know the biggest thing that you want to see out of your teams this year, or to begin the season.
Yeah, I think we're beginning the season first, so we're leaving on Thursday to go down to South Alabama. I really don't have many expectations. I think it's going to be normal to be a little bit rusty just because of all the tournaments that were canceled this summer and not really having the opportunity to prepare and do that. So I'm looking at anything as a bonus this fall. I mean, it's just all learning experience from here. And obviously I've got 3 new freshmen coming in, so just being able to get them some reps and get some tournament rounds under their belt before the conference season and everything starts up in the spring is really important.
Yeah, I would say that, anytime that we come in, regardless of, whether it's been a normal summer or not, you want to see the freshmen. You want to see them really compete against all the returners and kind of see what they've got. And really just without having with the long break that we've had, you just want to see hopefully them enjoying getting out there and competing again and enjoying the process and the grind of, kind of what a college golf season is. But if I took it a step further, what we're looking for, I guess, more individually from a program standpoint is more depth. That's something that we've been lacking the last couple of years. We've added some more players. We've got a bigger roster than we've had the first 2 seasons that I was here. So I would really hope to see some more competition for those, kind of 4, 5, and 6 spots on our roster.
This is Jared again with the Daily News. Coach Gary, I think I saw on Twitter the other day that you guys were just finishing up qualifying. How did that go for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I was a little bit nervous just because we started so soon with the tournament coming up this weekend, and then with the tropical storm coming through, I didn't know if we were going to be able to get all of our rounds in. But luckily, we were able to get all 3 rounds in Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we've got the team set as of today. So let's see, Megan Clark is in the number 1 spot. Our Mississippi State transfer, Terry Doss, is second, then followed by one of the freshmen, Rachel Rich from South Carolina, then Mary Joyner, and 5th is our other freshman from Georgetown. And I'm able to have some individuals at this tournament as well. So Sarah Arnold and Olivia Reed will be able to travel with us as well. So that's the lineup right now. It was a dogfight for that top spot. Megan and Terry were kind of back and forth round by round, and Megan just barely edged her out. So I'm looking forward to the competition. Kind of like what Coach Metz said, we have a little bit larger team than normal, a little deeper team than we've had in the past. So I really feel like that competition is going to be a good thing to help us improve this year.
Coach Gary, can you talk about how big it is to have Mary Joyner back for another year?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. It's huge for us, not only from a leadership standpoint, but obviously from a playing productivity standpoint as well. I mean, she's the winningest player in Conference USA history, not only school history. So to have that kind of experience coming back is going to be invaluable. And I'm really excited that my freshmen are going to have the chance to learn from her while she's here, as opposed to just see the records and see the past performances and the wins and those kinds of things. So to have a good mix of young incoming, freshmen and then some returning veterans, I think is something that's a huge positive to take out of this COVID thing, because I would not have had this opportunity without this, honestly.
This is Jared from the Daily News again. For Coach Metz, the guy that we have on here, Christian, new to the program this year. I guess, what was it like bringing him to the Hill, and what does he bring to this team?
Yeah, I would start by saying that we are very lucky to have had a situation work out where we're able to have Christian here for a year. I mean, we got started on the 20th was our first qualifier, and Christian has come in and made an immediate impact in our program. Last week, also haven't announced this on any of our social media yet, but we named him a co-captain. I mean, his leadership has been extremely apparent on and off the golf course. His playing ability has kind of spoken for itself through qualifying. But yeah, I mean, I think he's a player that you can tell that he loves Western. He's got some family ties here, and he's a blue collar kid that really likes to work hard, and he checked so many boxes for us, and he's been a great addition so far, and we're really looking forward to having him here for the entire season.
Christian, to kind of follow up on that, I guess, what's this process been like for you, and how has it been so far being at Western?
All right, I got it unmuted. So basically, whenever our season ended, I had a couple jobs that I actually had applied to, but that all got frozen, and kind of went the master's route because didn't know how the whole pandemic was going to pan out from that standpoint. So I just started looking at opportunities, and Western was obviously number one on my list. And so I reached out to Coach Metz and basically just ran with it from there. And so being at Western, though, I really like it. I got to know a lot of the guys throughout the summer, just through, we found a lot of ways to hang out and stuff, golf, played Xbox with a few of the guys. So just any way to get some ties together. But I love it. I like a lot of the guys on the team. We got a good mix, very similar to the women's team. We got some young guys. We got some older guys. So, we know what the expectation is, and I really like being on campus and everything. So.
Christian, to kind of follow up on that, I believe I saw your brother had played here in the past too. I guess, how much of an influence was that as well?
Yeah, this is where I wanted to really go out of high school. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, but my brother, we're really close, and I've always, had a love for Western. And so, yeah, that was pretty much 95% of the reason why I came here. So.
Christian, again, like Coach Metz said, come in and you're going to be a co-captain. I guess, even though you're new to this program, I guess, what has kind of your attitude been coming in, where you are an older and experienced golfer, having played at Kentucky Wesleyan?
I feel like a lot of us feel very lucky to be playing golf right now, team golf. We didn't really know, 5 months ago, we didn't know when we would be together again. So we feel, number one, we feel very lucky to be together. And then number two, I just came with the attitude that I wanted to, any way I could help this team contribute to their success would be, great for myself and the team. Playing 4 years of team golf, kind of getting thrown in the fire a little bit as a freshman, and then developing a lot, on and off the golf course. I feel that, team golf's a very special thing. Every shot you hit, is for the team. And so I bring a level of maturity. I think I'm very even kill on the golf course. I keep a, try to keep it pretty calm at times. Sometimes it doesn't happen, but I think I'm just going to bring an attitude in of, blue collar. We're going to go to work. We're not going to get beat because we're getting outworked. So, I mean, that's the attitude that I kind of have as a person, and I try to carry that into my golf game.
Coach Metz, I know you talked a little bit about qualifying with when I asked you about Christian, but as a whole, how has that process been for you guys?
Yep. So we started on the 20th was our first day of official qualifying. We're 81 holes into qualifying right now. I've really kind of had to plan for the team we've not really had a lot of structured practice. So anytime we have been together as a team, we have been playing golf. And the reason behind that is, so many guys I guess they were limited on the amount of competition that they could have throughout the summer just because of the opportunities were kind of limited. So, just from a playing standpoint, I think that as a player, the best way to prepare for competition is to kind of sharpen that sword in competition. And, the way our system works in college golf is we qualify. And so the guys are literally out there competing against each other and trying to beat each other up on the golf course every single day. And, kind of an iron sharpens iron mentality. And so, like I said, haven't had a lot of structured practice. Every time we're on the golf course, we're playing and competing against each other and having to post a number. I've been pretty pleased with the results overall. Like I said, I think that adding some extra players is definitely shown that we're going to have a little bit more depth this year. And hopefully that's a theme that kind of runs throughout the season.
I got a question for both coaches. Has there been any freshmen that have really stuck out to you guys in the practices?
You want to take that, Coach Gary, first?
Okay. So, yeah, I've been really surprised, honestly, because I consider this probably the best team in school history, honestly, on paper. And to have two of my freshmen coming in and make the top five right away, I've been really pleased with. Obviously, Riley Markham had a fantastic summer. She won the Justin Thomas AJGA tournament up in Goshen, up at Harmony Landing earlier this year. Beat a commitment from University of Tennessee, and the girl that finished third is a commitment to University of Alabama. So she's had an unbelievable summer. She got up to 25th in her class during the – let's say, I guess that would be considered the AJGA rankings. The junior golf scoreboard rankings are a little bit separate. But regardless, she's top 50 in her class on both of the rankings coming in. So and then Rachel from South Carolina has been right there with her. She's in the third spot and actually beat Mary in the qualifying. So I'm really pleased with how the freshmen have gotten off to a strong start, and I think that this is going to be a really competitive, tough year for them. So it's a good problem to have as a coach to have that depth. So I'm looking forward to seeing them battle.
Yeah, I think anytime you see, or I guess you have your freshmen come in, they're going to make freshman mistakes on the golf course, and I think that's just kind of something that's expected, and really that's not necessarily a bad thing, because a lot of times those things are very apparent and really kind of easy to pick up on and to make suggestions so that they can make the improvements and kind of go through the natural progression that your other players in your program have gone through, with returners and things like that. Connery Myers has come out and played some really solid golf to start. He's kind of right there in the lineup right now, battling for one of those top five spots to the first event. Davis Money, one of our local guys that are from in-state, he's from Louisville. He's put some solid rounds together. And I guess, I think that consistency is probably one of the biggest takeaways. All of our freshmen have shot some really good scores that I'm happy to see at times. Obviously when they're coming in, they're dealing with so many different things going on. I mean, they're making adjustments to school and a new place and a dorm and a new roommate and new teammates. So you kind of expect some growing pains in there, but I've definitely seen some flashes of greatness from everybody.
Coach Gary, this is Jared McDonald from the Daily News again. I know you talked a bit about Markham. I don't think I've seen her since her sophomore year of high school in the region tournament. I guess, what is it about her game that makes her so good and makes her so promising as part of this freshman class?
Yeah, she's a great ball striker. really accurate off the tee, good length, hitting her irons very well. I think the thing that she's got to clean up on just a bit to really dominate at the next level, at the college level, is probably going to be the short game. Once she kind of figures out some of the chipping and putting and learning the different types of conditions. It's one thing to play at your home course and the conditions that you're used to, but once you start traveling and obviously with the location that we're in, we play a lot of different types of grasses and things. So once she kind of gets used to the Bermudas and the southern grasses, especially because we spend a lot of time in Florida and that's where our conference championship is every year. So just those little extras right there. I'm not going to have to change much else in her game. Honestly, it's just going to be course management and short game, but I think the sky's the limit for her for sure.